From the first moment that it happened, we've had tremendous support from the firefighters, the police officers, the people who work in the buildings, the people who work for Verizon.
Your Verizon folks were on the front lines that day, and they were there literally on the front lines on September 11th, holding back fire, smoke, water, keeping us informed about what was going on so we could make informed decisions about how best to support the Secretary.
People had told me Tuesday night when I was down here that we would be standing here, that the phones would be working, that the New York Stock Exchange, the Mercantile Exchange, and so much in downtown Manhattan would be open today. I would have said it would take a miracle. It hasn't taken a miracle. It's taken a Herculean effort by thousands of people, including all of the people at Verizon. And, you know, when the stock exchanges and the Mercantile Exchange opened, I think it sent a strong message to the world that for all the evil and catastrophic consequences of this, we're back a lot sooner than anybody thought, and we're going to continue to be the financial center of the world, thanks to people like this, thanks to leadership like this.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Up to Speed Live. I'm Diana Alvear, and it is September 11th. It is a day that most of us will always remember, the exact place, the exact time we were watching the horrible events of that day unfold on the TV. It's one that is burned into my heart. And today we have a special My Why to commemorate that day and the work of our network teams in Manhattan. And we also want to tell you that what you were just watching was a little bit of Gone But Not Forgotten. It is our Verizon documentary about that day. It is exclusively for V-Teamers, and all you have to do is download the Inside Verizon app and you can watch it under webcasts. I certainly will. Okay, so today we are facing some different crises, particularly on the West Coast. I wish I could start with happier news, but we really need to think about our friends and loved ones on the West Coast, particularly in Oregon. According to the New York Times, more than 10% of Oregonians have had to evacuate their homes, but Verizon is right there with them. For our consumer and small business customers impacted by those wildfires starting yesterday through Wednesday, September 16th, Verizon is providing unlimited calls, text, and data to those customers who reside in the areas that are most affected by these wildfires. Please, if you can, take a moment to share that information on social and make sure that the people who need to see that can see it. All right, well, we're going to recap the week because we've had so many big things happening, so many really cool people on to talk to us about all the great things happening. And let's start with the Women in Finance event. Let's see a little clip of that. Now, this took place on Tuesday, and as always, it was a great, inspiring conversation moderated by our Tammy Irwin as part of our Women in Business series. You can check out this replay or listen to it on the Up to Speed podcast. You're going to learn so much. It's these powerful women talking about how they manage their lives, both personal and professional. And next, I want to get to Wednesday's episode. I don't have to tell you that times are hard for a lot of people throughout the country. And let's see the next slide. I highly encourage you to watch Wednesday's episode. It's dedicated to suicide prevention. It's letting you know how to get help if you need it. It featured a very personal and very impactful story by one of the Up to Speed team members, Christine Henderson. And, you know, this is the sort of episode that could save lives. We also want to let you know that there's a story on Verizon.com about the power of text messages and preventing suicide. Just a simple text message, reaching out to let somebody know that they care, that can do wonders. So just understand that there is never any shame in reaching out. If you need help, reach out because your life is worth it. We also debuted our documentary, our 5G documentary, Speed of Thought. That was very exciting. Think about all the work that went into putting that documentary together to showcase how awesome Verizon is for having the best 5G network in the country and proof that we walk the talk. Let's see the next slide. For the 14th straight time, Verizon won United States Root Score Awards outright in the categories of overall performance, network reliability, data performance, and call performance. We also won or tied 6 out of 7 awards and won or shared 41 Speed Root Score Awards out of 55 metros. That is impressive. Now, yesterday we had a really fun takeover. We had all the all-stars of Verizon, right? We had Hans, we had Guru, we had Kyle, we had Joe Russo. They were all talking about the global network and technology team and the latest that's going on with them. And of course, we had all the exciting news about the Yahoo partnership with NFL. Let's see that slide, that Verizon is offering free live streams of NFL games through the Yahoo Sports mobile app. And of course, we're going to allow you to watch with up to 3 of your friends, because all sports are better when you're with your buddies. We're also launching a new feature called PlayAR. Guru was telling us about that. It gives you 3D replays in real time, 360-degree views for some plays, and player and ball tracking information on screen. So you diehard NFLers, you've never seen games like this. So back to today, back to the solemnity of today's remembrance. 9/11, again, such a terrible day for all of us, but made much worse when you lose some of your own. Let's see that slide here. We want to honor these 3 folks right here: Donna Bowen, Derek Washington, and Leonard White. And, you know, for some of our V-teamers, their pain was mixed with urgency at having to get the nation and the network back up and running. So we have a very special My Why for you today, and he's going to tell us why his mission at Verizon still matters so much.
My name is Nigel Luwaisi. I'm a Verizon field technician. I've been so for 23 plus years. I am in installation and maintenance. Anytime a customer needs service, especially during these times, I'm your guy. My favorite thing to do in my spare time is actually to play chess. I also watch chess quite frequently. I was a student at NYIT, Manhattan, New York. In between classes, a 9X technician came to repair one of the payphones. I pretty much attended to looking in all the different electrical components. Once I saw that, I said, you know what, I think I want to venture into this line of work. They instituted the TechC application, where technicians didn't have to go into the home. We were able to do a lot of our repairs and installations virtually. They have a face covering policy. I have to wear a mask, as well as the customers I see. And I'm glad they were able to communicate that to keep me safe. Earlier in the pandemic, having good, reliable service was tantamount to her finishing out that semester. She finished with all A's, so that was actually pretty good. What motivates and inspires me is the customer satisfaction. I also support the technicians that I work with, my coworkers, the management team, and vice versa, they support me. I was given the honor of ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. Could not believe it. I couldn't stop smiling. Every time I think about it, it makes me smile. Verizon is the company that's always responding to challenging times, pandemic storms. Particularly 9/11, Verizon responded by deploying every field technician that they could have to the downtown location, 140 West Street, the building that is in my territory. That building was damaged, and Verizon actually ran 3,000 cables out of that building directly to affected buildings and neighborhoods to restore service. I actually spent that same night in one of the local hospitals. Verizon actually communicated there may be a need for our technicians to help with communication needs. I helped the construction teams a lot with the underground cables in that particular area being in disarray. There was definitely a great need for a technician, so I'm glad that I was able to help. I am actually very mechanical. It turns out I can fix anything. I'm a planter. Anything I plant tends to grow. I'm also into karaoke. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Have customer satisfaction at the top of your agenda. Be open-minded, be able to adapt to change, be a thinker, be a bit technical. It'll definitely help you along the way. I hope to achieve a leadership role at Verizon, keeping the company on the path that Hans has laid out. We are a communications company, and that's what we do.
Nigel, I have news for you. You are already a leader, and we are so lucky to have you handling the network. You have such capable hands. And by the way, boy, you can sing. So yeah, you have that going for you. So glad that you're part of the V-Team community. By the way, all of you watching right now, you can also do your part today. By the way, let's see that slide. You can participate in some special volunteer opportunities that we have to commemorate 9/11. All you have to do is go to the volunteer portal, and you can make your service count. And I just want to say it is a good day to reflect on the blessings that we have in our lives. We have so many blessings, and it's really easy to kind of get caught up sometimes in thinking about the things that are stressing you out or the things that aren't going your way. And I'm just as guilty of that too. But today I really give thanks not only for my friends and my family and my loved ones and the roof over my head, but also that I'm a member of this Verizon community. I've been here about 5 months and I've never felt more welcome. And I just want to say thank you so much for welcoming me to the V team, because this is truly a family. Quick note, on Monday, we are doing a very special takeover. It's the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. We're going to have some really awesome guests, and we're going to learn all about the culture of so many V-teamers here. It is really going to be a fun episode. Thank you so much for spending your time today. I hope that you stay safe this weekend and have a good time. I'm Diana Alvear, and for now,